Mariana Island. So Melvin, Seman, did you make the call?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I sure can. Great morning. How are you?
Oh man, this is kind of early. I'm normally asleep at this time, but you know, like Steve Harvey always say, you know, if you're living on the West Coast and you're asleep at 5 o'clock, people on the East Coast are already making decisions on your life if you're still asleep. So I'm awake now. Oh.
Well, you know, first and foremost, just give us a little bit of background about who you are, where you were when you saw World Ventures.
Sure, no problem. So I saw this concept about a year ago, a year and a half ago. I saw it from my fiance now. She introduced this to me. She used to live in Tampa, Florida, and she got introduced to this concept by Bobby Joe, who's actually in Alexis Cruz's team. But she introduced this when she introduced this to me. You know, I was in the beginning. I was like, man, this is another timeshare thing, and I used to be in a timeshare, so I just played along with it, and I said, nah, no, not really for me. But then later on, I finally saw that, you know, I really need this so I can buy my time back. But it didn't really hit me real good till when she forced me over to the national event in LA, United, the United LA national event. So when I went to that, I went to the training. That's when I really saw everything. And so I got back and I started slowly because you know, I became I'm actually living in Arizona right now. I used to work for the airline catering industry, and I was the transportation manager, and I had a lot of employees under me. So I had my life was basically just work home, you know. So I needed some to buy my time back, you know. So I saw this opportunity and I jumped on it so that I can buy it back so I can spend more time with the family. And so, you know, we started building slow and slow. You know, every now probably like once a week we get we get somebody in the pipeline. But yeah, we kept moving in, and we kept going to trainings and trainings. We took one dream trip out of the whole year. That's all we did. Was just one dream trip. But you know, basically, I saw the business side. So the business side, you know, the system that they had, I only had to put in 1%, you know, and I leveraged my teammates so they can put in the 99% for me. So yeah, we kept going, and then finally, COVID hit. When COVID hit, it was my first time ever being trying this pandemic. So I kind of, swung away from World Ventures so I can spend more time with the family, And then, but my twin brother, who's actually just became a marketing director as well. He was still going, so he kind of like smacked me in the back of my head and kept put me back on track. And so back in late April this year, so I came back in and we started building, but this time we started building online, because of COVID. And we started building online. We started reaching out to friends and family, and yeah, late April, about April 28th. So when I came back, I was a 2-star rep at that time. We started building from there. We did a blitz. We did a blitz from every day. We did three calls a day, and we kept going all the way. So late April, May, June, July, I hit marketing director. And so, yeah, it's been fun. It's been long days and long nights because the time difference. Most of our members, the team members, are out in the Pacific Islands, and their time difference is way off. So we have to calls at 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's why my brother can't make it to this call, because he took the call at the 1 o'clock a.m. and I had to get some rest so I could join on to this call. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got here, and it's been fun. It's the best thing I love about this. I've been away from home since 2007, and I lost connection with old friends and everything, and this really brought it back. Every day we meet the old friends from back home. Old friends and new family members that we didn't even know that there were families. They come onto the call, and we started connecting, and we started figuring out how we're related, how we're friends, where they from. But yeah, every night I'm always looking forward to the call so I can meet new folks. Somehow I can't hear. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
We can hear you fine.
Okay, perfect. I want to go back a little bit. You first said that, oh, this is a timeshare. And I think so many people look at this and like, oh, are you showing me a timeshare? And for anybody that lives in Florida, I think a lot of people have been burned by those. But you said you wanted your time back, and you went to your first event at United in LA last year. And just kind of take us back there. What made that shift for you to say, I need to really plug in?
Yeah, so the reason why I got myself into timeshare is because I was, like I said earlier, my schedule was just work home. So I got into this timeshare so I can spend a little more time with family. But it really I was making money, but I didn't have any time. So that's the reason why I didn't get into that timeshare. So I didn't have time to go to that timeshare. So, and then when she shared it to me, I automatically thought it was a timeshare. And so when we went to this training in LA, the United in training, I started to see the business side. When I saw the business side, then I said, man, I could replace my job and do the same thing that I was going towards. So that's exactly why I jump onto this, because I could replace my job and start going into spending more time with family. Me or
about that, but big decisions are made at big events, and marketing director Tori Smith is on the line, and he added that in there, and that's so true. So tell us a little bit about you building this business. You have 7 kids, 1 on the way. Just give us kind of what your day in and day out lifestyle is.
Yeah, I'm so glad and thankful for my fiance. She takes a big part of this, because she takes a lot of time with the kids, and I'm always on the calls and with the teammates, because it takes up a lot of time with individually, because some of them, they don't have much, they can't make it to the time that we're set, so we got to separate ourselves to do separate individual calls. So my day is basically from 3 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning. So I started doing helping Zoom calls and everything from 3 o'clock, doing individual one-on-one, two-on-ones, all the way to a group call, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then all the way up to 9 o'clock. And right after every single calls, once we sign up somebody, we just go straight into a fast start so that we can book a meeting from a meeting. So basically anybody that signs up today, we expect them to come back tomorrow at a certain time so that we can start building from there. So that's how we started building fast. We started building fast and quick, because we kept on to them. The newest person was very important, so we made sure that, we got them in the pipeline, and we're walking side by side with them, holding their hands, going towards the first goal of waiving their monthly fees. Then we work towards their second goal, which is working towards getting them their first paycheck. I can't barely hear you.
Your team members are out in the Pacific Islands, and you mentioned that, part of one of the issues there is the time difference, but any other, adversity that you face, while building this business? I mean, you started out basically COVID-19, here we go, and you've been building strong really in the last, couple of months.
Yeah, so majority of my 98% of the teammates are from the Pacific Islands, from the island of Saipan or island of Guam, island of Chuuk, some in Pohnpei, one in Yap, and then the other ones are all in the West Coast. We got a couple folks, teammates in the East Coast, maybe a handful. But so that's why we set a time at 6 o'clock so that it's not too late for the East Coast folks. But yeah, the main problem that we're experiencing, not back on the island, not a lot of people. It's not as just like this where not a lot of people has a debit card, So it's kind of tough. We're trying to get the debit cards together and sharing debit cards and trying to apply for debit cards, So the sign up is kind of longer than how we normally do it out here in the mainland, But we just walk through with them, hold them their hands side by side, and have patience and just walk through all the way till they get there, But it feels good when they come they get signed up with their membership. But the best feeling that I get is when they rank up and they get to a first goal, waiving their monthly fees and getting to their first paycheck. That's really it makes me feel much more happier rather than when they first join in.
Let us know, tell us your thoughts, for the brand new person that is on this call or just getting started. What advice would you give them?
Oh man, every night my brother and I we take the Zoom calls, and every night he's always saying that we're from the Pacific Island, we're miles away from we all came out here. We all came out here to make a difference, not to make a difference, but to change our lives, And he's always saying that, we didn't come all the way this far just to be this far, And so, wherever you're at in life, see, right now, I'm a marketing director. It feels good where I'm at, But I got in here in 3 months. Whether you get here in 3 months or you get here in a year, it still feels good. So keep her on the fire and keep her, don't give up. Definitely don't give up.
And just kind of tell us a little bit, with your team being just not really where you are at the moment, and so just keeping the engagement, working with your family, your brother, him being a marketing director as well, and just tell us what that means to you, building this with your brother and your family, and as far as having your team that's not necessarily right around you.
Yeah, man, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Yes, my brother did hit the marketing director a couple of days ago. He came. He hit it probably a month after I did. So I did it in 3 months, and he did it in 4 months. But still, it's taking away our time from family. Yeah, but it's for a season, you know. But when we can see it from far that, you know, after this season, you know, it's gonna pay off. You know, we strive hard now, pay off later. It's basically what it is. But yeah, it takes up a lot of time from a family. You know, from 3 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning. Then we're going to bed at 2:30 in the morning. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning again, and then back at it. The school's back up and running again. You know, I can barely hear your the first part of your question. What was the other question you asked?
How is it building with having your team not necessarily with you where you are in your location? Because you mentioned you're in Phoenix, and most of 98% of your team is out in the Mariana Islands. And so, you know, how is building this business with you being here and, you know, most of them out there?
Yeah, because, you know, when we came out here to Phoenix, I came out here because my brother lives here, and his wife and his wife and their family, they live here. And so we came out here, and we don't know anybody here. You know, we went to trainings, and then they're talking about hot markets and everything. You know, I'll come right over. You know, it didn't really. It's not for me because I got nobody here. You know, so all I had was folks at work, so that's all I just kept doing. That's why I went so slow. But and then we started doing you know, online, and that's when it really opened up everything. So we started to reach out to friends and family elsewhere rather than in Phoenix. You know, in Phoenix, I think we only have like one or two members in our team that is in Phoenix, in Arizona. Everywhere else is spread out, you know, out in the Pacific and the West Coast. You know, a handful in the East Coast. Sorry, I can't hear you.
In my mic, can you hear me still?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
There's a little delay in me disconnecting my mic. I'm not sure exactly, but champions adjust. You can still hear me though, right?
Yep, I can hear you.
Awesome. So, just tell us a little bit. You know, you mentioned your schedule is like 3 o'clock to 1 a.m. and you know, you mentioned the sacrifice is worth it. Well, in the next 6 to 12 months, you know, where do you see yourself with this concept? Where do you see yourself in life? Just, you know, and why are you building so strong?
Why building so strong? Well, you know, earlier this year, I left my job. I worked for this job for 16 years, you know, and the reason why I left it is because, you know, I needed to build this so that I can buy my time back, right? So I needed to leave it because my time at work was so busy that I got you know, I burn out all my energy there, and when I get home, I can't really concentrate on, you know, trying to build this this business, this concept. So I let it go. I took a sacrifice and I let it go so I can concentrate on this, and that's the reason why we went with Blitz and we made it in 3 months because we had to, because, you know, we didn't have any income. So I had to do this in 3 months so I can, you know, go back to where I was making, you know. So that's the reason. That's one reason why we built it quick and fast. The other reason why is because, you know, we're burning out and just working on 10 hours a day, you know, at our regular job, and doing this one. You know, I see everybody who's making a killing out of this, and I trust on what they say, where it's all about freedom. You know, so I see the vision, the visions that they painted. I see every single thing that they're saying. That's exactly why we're building this really quick. You know, we're projecting by the end of the year that we're going to hit regional marketing director. And hopefully sooner, but, you know, we're trying to reach for a star of IMD, but if we put up we set a goal where, just like a new member when he gets in, the first goal that we set for them is waiving their monthly fee. Yeah, we're trying to reach the star, but if we set it step by step, it's kind of easier and it's motivating for us to reach that goal and then reach to another goal and reach to another goal. So that's why we're projecting it to get hit the RM. Hopefully we hit RMD before the VO, but that's our goal. But if not, then by the end of the year we'll hit it.
Wow. And so that's really what created the flip for you. And I think you mentioned, when the pandemic started, you were only at a 2-star rep.
Right.
Wow. That's fire.
16th, and then April 28th, I remember that day. April 28th, I came back in and started building. And from April 28th, and then in July 24, I think it was July 20, in the 20s. July 20s is when I hit marketing director, 400 lineage.
Wow. Wow. And so you are definitely, on the right path, the vision you're talking about and the mindset that you have. And so, one of the things I want to ask, let me mention to everybody that's on the call, get registered for the VIEW, because the VIEW is coming. It's set for October 25th to the 26th, wveventreg.com. But just thinking about the brand new person that's on this call, if you have to attend training. Training is non-negotiable, so definitely get registered. And really, I just want to ask you, kind of let us know anything that's on your heart that you want to leave the call with, anything that you want to tell the brand new person or somebody that's been in for a little while, whatever is on your heart.
Yeah, so training is, it's another motivator, kind of like taking a shower, it wears off. So that's exactly why training is very important. But in my situation, it's an eye opener. Every training that we attended, it opens up my mind. Every single thing, they're always opening up something. And that's why it's really exciting to go there. Motivates me to get to my next goal. As we kept going, setting goals from training to the next training. But yeah, the training is really important. It gets you back on track if you're falling off the track.
I can't wait to have live events again. I can't wait to see everybody again, and just see everybody walk stage. That's definitely been killing it during this, everything going on with COVID-19. Melvin, I just want you to leave the call with whatever is on your heart, whatever you feel like you want to leave for everybody that's on this call right now.
Oh man. Well, if you're feeling that this is not working for you, if it's not working for you, it only works. I had a guest who came on the line. He was from Russia, and they said, this is only for Americans. Man, this is for everybody, regardless of where you at. We're from a small little island, the dot on the island on the map. This is for everyone, not for just you, not just for Americans, not just for Africans. It's for everybody. So don't let them pull you down, and get back up, and let's put it on the map. I can't hear.
And guys, correction, the VIEW is October 24th and the 25th, so correction on those dates. But thank you so much, Melvin, for joining us this morning. Thank you for your energy. everything. Good luck on the journey. We cannot wait to see you walk stage or get recognized, you know, on our virtual training. The recording for this call, guys, will be up in the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you guys for joining us. Have an amazing Thursday. Have an amazing rest of your week.